Okay, that's great.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now so this is the platform which we have. Okay, so this is the platform which we have. And here you can see this is one of the entire audio. Okay, this is one of the entire audio, and that audio has divided into a small segments. Okay, for example, there is a conversation of two people. They are having a conversations on a given topic. Topic could be anything related to the movies or their educations, their college life, or anything. So the people are, the having the discussions with each other, and we just have to do the transcriptions, and not the fully transcriptions. Transcription is already there. Whatever the audio or segment you will play, their respective transcription is already there. So you just need to check whether it is correct or not. Okay, if it is not correct, then we have to do some corrections based on the speech or voice we are hearing. And if it is correct, then we will just go to the move to the next sentence. That's it. Okay. Now, so I just wanted to confirm one thing. If I am playing the audio here, is it audible to you guys? Segment. Okay, here is a one complete audio, and here is the silence, and here we can see here is a speech of the speaker. Okay, so what we have to do, we can just ignore the silence part. We will just play the audio from here. So whenever you will play the audio here, so here you can see the segment number 3, and here you also can see the segment number 3, the respective transcriptions of that particular segment. Okay, and here there are all those audios are there, like audio number 1, audio number 2, audio number 3, audio number 4, audio number 5. So from here you can switch your audios. So there are different ways. You also can switch your audios by this process. Like you can click it manually, or you can click it from here as well. Okay, now every time whenever you will just click to the any of the audio, that audio will get played. Okay, you just have to listen it and check whether whether the given transcription is correct or not. Okay, so this is the procedure which we have to follow. Now, so you have to go through with all those audios. Like there are 234 audios, and once you have done with 234 audios, then you can submit it. Once you will submit, then you will get the another packet. Now what would be the procedure? Okay, so procedure would be like, so first you just need to play the audio. Okay, from here, whenever you will click here by the mouse, you can play the audio. Okay, and whenever you will play the audio, like this is the 17 number, audio number 17th, and here is the audio number 17 is here. And when you will play the audio, then check the respective text. Okay, whether it is correct or not. Okay, if it is not correct, then you have to do the correction. Sometime you might get a transcriptions like wherein it has a multiple, the full stop, so you have to remove it. Okay, sometimes you may find that this may be in a lower case, so you have to correct it in a capital letter. Okay, so you have to correct it in a capital letter. Sometime there may be case like here the written text is like I really prefer. Okay, but there may be possibility that speaker has said I really prefer. So if speaker said I really prefer, then we have to remove it once. Okay, but if a speaker says it twice, then we have to add on it once. Okay, so the overall the thing is that our audio should be matched with the text. Okay, whatever speaker is saying, we have to write it down here. That's it. And we don't need to write the entire content is already there, but that it is not the 100% accurate. Okay, it is not the 100% accurate. So I would say the accuracy of the pre-text or the pre-given transcriptions could be about 70 to 80%. So the 20% corrections we have to do. Okay. Now, so while doing the transcriptions, there are few rules, there are guidelines which we have to taken care of. Okay. So we will start from the segmentations. Okay. So every time you will get the predefined segment. Okay, like here I am just dropping, so the this is the one segment, this is the second segment. These are the segment which are already created. Okay, sometime there may be possibility that we have to create the segment. So how you will create the segment? Just click here from the mouse and you can create the segment. Okay, and whenever you will create the segment, you will get the segment number here, that is 66. and here you can get the respective place wherein we have to transcribe whatever speaker has pronounced. Okay. So sometimes, so why we need to learn these things, how to create the segments, because sometimes you might get some voice here which are not segmented. So those voice we must need to create a segment for those voice. Okay, so this is how we can do it. So whenever you will create a segment, and sometime what may happen, sometime while clicking you might create a some segment by mistaken. Like this one, there is a no voice, but I have created it by mistaken. So we can delete it either from here. Here is the option of delete. Okay, so that has gone now. Now the second thing which we have to taken care of is that we sometime, we have to adjust the segment. Adjust means, okay, actually this one is not the good example. Sometime you may find like here this is the voice, right? Sometime you may find that segment created is like that only. Okay, so in this case what is happening, in this case what is happening, that their voice is fully not covered within the segment, so you just need to stretch it a little bit. Okay, so to make sure that your voice should be within the segment only. Okay, so sometime like you may see the segment, for example, like that. Okay, but this is wrong. Here is a voice which is not within your segment, so it should be within the segment. So we may have to, so these are the very rare cases wherein we may have to do some adjustment into the segment. So there could be two things. One, you might need to create a new segment, so you can just click it via mouse, or you can create it. Okay, this is the first thing. Second thing, you may have to do some adjustment. So those are very simple. So you can just drag it from right or left, whatever it is. Okay. So this is the one procedure that you have to do some adjustments. Now, every time whenever we will create a segment, okay, so it should have a some dead air or some pause at the beginning or at the end. For example, the real voice started from here, okay, here only. So your segment should not be like start from here itself. Okay, it should not be like that. You must need to give a little bit dead air or the pause first, and then your segment should start. Same thing should be at the end, that wherein your audio ends, then give just a little bit pause at the end as well. Okay, so we'll see some examples, you will come to know. Like for example, here audio started and here audio end. So at the beginning there is some blank voice, and at the end also there is some big blank voice. Okay, a blank voice, or we can say the dead air. Same with this segment. Okay, here is some blank voice. Now, sometime what may happen that, for example, this is the one of the segment. In that segment, there could be a two different speaker. Okay, so if there are two different speaker, then we have to like there is a rule, so there is a guideline which says that one segment should have a one speaker only. Okay, one segment should have a one speaker only. So here, for example, from here to here there is a one speaker, and from here to here there is a second speaker. So we have to do some adjustment. Like I'll do some adjustment. So this is the first speaker, and here I'll create a new segment for the second speaker. Okay, so this could be the case. Sometime you may find some cases wherein you have to create the segment, and when you have separated the segment, then you have to play this you have to play this segment and write whatever speaker has pronounced, and then you have to play this segment and write, okay, here whatever speaker is saying. The 84 number is there, 84 number is there. Okay, so now, so did you come to know about how to create a segment, delete a segment, and do the adjustment? Is it clear with you guys? If yes, please respond so that we can move it further.
Yes.
Is it clear with you guys how to create a segment, right, for second speaker? How to do right for second speaker? Okay, I'll explain these things once again. Don't worry about that. Okay, now, so it is very simple, no problem. Like, for example, this is the, for example, okay, I'm just taking one audio. For example, when you will play this segment, or here you find that there are two speaker. Okay, so first thing is that we have to make it separate. So for a separate, like from here to here, there is a speaker number one. So you will play this 86. 86 is here. So whatever you will hear, you need to write it here. Okay. And then here you have to create a second segment. So now you have created the second segment, that is 87 number. And now whatever speaker is saying, you have to write it here. No problem. That was a one speaker, that was a second speaker. So whatever the segment you will create for that particular segment, you will get the option here to write. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay, great. Now let me move forward. Now next step is that here there is an option, you can see speaker number 1 and speaker number 2. Okay. And here you can see the one option for the plus. So when you will click on a plus, so you will get speaker number 3. Okay. And when you will click plus, so you will get speaker number 4. So whatever number of speaker are there in your audio, you have to add all those speaker here. For example, this audio has a 2 speaker. Okay. And both the speakers are male. Okay. So here speaker number 1, I have to select a gender. This is a one time job which you have to do at the very beginning. Like speaker number 1 who is a male, so here you can select a male. And speaker number 2 who is a female, so here we can select a female. That's it. Okay. Now